Hello everyone, in this video I'll be covering cubing and how to cube certain two-digit numbers. So let's take an example. How about 11? Now 11 is, if you want to do this the normal method, then we would just do 11 times 11, which is 121, and then we would take 121 times 11, and then we would get an answer. Of course I don't want to solve it because I don't want the answer to be given away. So with Vedic Mathematics we simplify this a lot, and we make cubing with two-digit numbers much easier. So in our first step for cubing with two-digit numbers, we have to first arrange the two-digit numbers into 4 digits. Now this may sound complicated, but stick with me, guys. So if we look at the first digit, it's 1, and we put the first digit down here, 1, and then we put the fourth digit as the cube of the second digit. So since the second digit is 1 and it's cubed, we do 1 cubed and we write 1 here. Now we have to put this in such a way that it's a geometrical progression. So the difference, the progression between this digit and this digit and this digit is geometrical. So one way to better understand and do this is we take the second digit over the first digit and we get our progression. So each time we do it, we multiply it by 1. So we multiply 1 times 1, which is 1, 1 times 1, which is 1. So then we have this. Let me just write this more neatly. So in Vedic maths, our first step would be to write the problem like this. So 11 cubed, we would then do 1, 1, 1, 1 with some spacing so it's easier to do. And then in our next step, once we have these 4 digits, we double these 2 digits. So we get 2 and 2. And once we have this, we can very easily just add it, which is our final step. So we get our answer as 1331. Now 11 cubed was a little simpler, so let me try showing you guys another example. Let me scroll down here. Okay, so another example could be to do 12. Now, as I said, our first step would include having 4 digits. The first digit on the very left will be the digit here, and the digit on the very right, the fourth digit, will be the second digit cubed, basically this part. So we'll get 8, and we have to find 2 numbers here that will have a geometrical progression. So as I showed you the trick earlier, you take the second digit, which is 2, over the first digit, which is 1, and you get 2, and then you multiply the leftward digit, which is 1, by this number, and so on. So then you do 1 times 2, which is 2, and 2 times 2, which is 4. And as you can see, they're all times 2. This is 1 times 2 is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, 4 times 2 is 8. So it fits. So let me just write this more neatly again. So 12 cubed is 1, 2, 4, 8, written like this. And then, as I said earlier, we double these 2 digits to get 48, or 48. Sorry, let me write that better. 48. And then we add it. Now in this question, there will be a slight problem in terms of carrying over, but just watch carefully. So 8 plus 0, because technically there's nothing there, so we just assume that it's 0. So 8 plus this is 8. 4 plus 8 is 12. Now over here, you don't write 12 like this. You write the units digit, which is 2, and carry over the 1 and put it here. for the next step. So 4 plus 8 is 12, which is 2 and 1, so that's 12. And then 2 plus 4 is 6, so we put 6 here. And 1 plus 0 is 1. So in the end, we just add all this up. And as usual, we get our answer, 1728. And you can check this if you want, but it works. So let's look at some more examples. Now here I'll try 13. So let me just make some more space. Okay, so 13 squared. First step, write all the digits. So left digit is 1, right digit is 3 cubed, which is 27. Geometrical progression will be 3 divided by 1, which is 3, of course. 1 times 3 is 3. 3 times 3 is 9, sorry. As you can see, this is all geometrical progressions. So let's continue. So we have 1, 3, 9, 27, and as usual we double the digits here, and we get 6 and 18. Now over here we do the same thing as we did before. We take the digit for 27, we write down the 7, not the 2, and we put the 2 over here for like a carryover, so we have the 27 number here. Then we do 9 plus 18, which is 27, so we write the 7 and we write the 2 here again. Then we do 3 plus 6, which is 9, and 1 plus 0, empty space, which is 1. And as usual we add it up, so we would get 7, 9, and 2, so 2197. So that's how you do it. I'm gonna try showing you guys on one more example. So let's look at 14 now. And keep in mind that we use the same trick for every type of problem. So 14 would be we write the 4 digits. Leftward digit would be 1. The very rightward digit would be 4 cubed, which is 4 times 4, 16 times 4 is 64. The geometrical progression will be 4. So 4, 1 times 4 is 4, 4 times 4 is 16, 16 times 4 is 64, so we know that it works. Double the middle digits, and we'll get 8 and 32. This will then give us 4. Take the carryover as we saw earlier. Add 16 plus 32, which is so that would be 48. Then we would take 4 plus 8, which is 12, carry over here, and the 1 down here. So then we add it, and we get 4, 4, and don't forget that while adding, of course, there's carryover, so we'll get 2 plus 4 is 6, plus 1 is 7, 2744. As you can see, this is very, very simple, and it's not at all that hard. Because we can do this by doing simple steps and using the Vedic formula, we can simplify the method much easier. So some problems that I want that can be tried out at home can be 15 cubed, and possibly 18 cubed, I guess. Well, that's it for this video. I've covered cubing with 2-digit numbers quite easily, and as you can see, it's quite simple. I hope you learned how to do cubing better now. Thank you, and bye.